My senior year of high school, I want to apologize to Miss Sewall because I arrived very drunk to my last final for math, and I completely failed it. And I knew what I was taking. I knew the stuff, but I failed it because I was very, very drunk.
Hello everyone, I'm Yopi from yopis.english.school. 本日はアメリカハリウッドの街中で学生時代の先生に謝りたいことはありますかと人々にインタビューするクリップを見ながらネイティブが使うリアルな英会話フレーズを学んでいきます。By the way, if you want to check the original clip, there is a link in the description below. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Hey, this week, in case you didn't know, is Teacher Appreciation Week. And it's very important to be nice to your teachers. You know, if the NRA has their way, they'll all have machine guns soon, and you'll have to be nice to them. And most people have one or more teachers from the past that they put through the ringer. When I was in high school, we had a Spanish teacher named Mr. Gretz. And every day, Mr. Gretz would write 10 questions on the chalkboard. And then he'd pull down the map to cover them until quiz time. And then he'd lift them up, and then we'd have to take the quiz. And every day, someone would somehow sneak into the classrooms and erase all the questions and replace them with a cartoon penis. And then Mr. Gretz either retired or disappeared, I'm not sure, after that year. But I feel like we owe him an apology. Teachers have difficult jobs. And so today, in honor of Teacher Appreciation Week, we went out to Hollywood Boulevard to give people a chance to say sorry for the awful, awful things they did.
It's Teacher Appreciation Week. Are there any teachers you would like to apologize to?
Sure. My fifth grade teacher, her name was Miss Glasser. I gave her the nickname Gassy Goo, and it stuck with her the whole year.
My senior year of high school, I want to apologize to Miss Sewall because I arrived very drunk to my last final for math, and I completely failed it. And I knew what I was taking. I knew the stuff, but I failed it because I was very, very drunk.
I want to apologize to my kindergarten teacher for kicking her every day, almost every day. I would come in and kick her for no reason. And after that, my first grade teacher, I would hit her with the rubber band and paper.
Oh, so things got worse.
Yeah.
There was a teacher at Tesoro High School in Orange County who had very, very big curly hair, and when she turned around to write on the board, we would roll up little pieces of paper and see how many we could stick in her hair without her knowing.
What was your record?
I think it maybe was like 8 or 9, not anything crazy.
I don't remember her name, but I took a Spanish class my freshman year of high school, and I'm from Mexico City. I was born there, but I didn't tell the teacher until like the last week during like our final presentation, where I got up y empecé a hablar en español y de repente, and yeah, I spoke Spanish better than her. I think she was Russian.
Just one, Mr. McCrary. He's a high school teacher in Prince George, Virginia.
What'd you do?
We stole his car and put it on the roof.
I want to apologize for telling a marijuana joke in first grade.
What was the joke?
Ms. Krause, why don't balloons do drugs? And, panic on her face. And she said, I don't know, Amy. And I said, because they're afraid they'll get too high and get busted. And, yeah, she didn't like that.
And what do you do now?
I'm the mayor of Manhattan Beach, California.
Are there any teachers you'd like to apologize to?
Yeah, I like to apologize to the teacher I stole a checkbook from in high school. Okay, I steal my teacher's checkbook, try to cash a check, and got caught and went to jail. I mean, that was embarrassing, man, in front of all of my my friends, man. They see me get locked up, man. That was crazy. I apologize. Forgive me.
I want to apologize to Miss Amundsen, my ESL teacher. She used to send me to go get cigarettes from the liquor store, and I always will steal 2 or 3 cigarettes, and that's the way I learned how to smoke, and be cool. At least I learned something in school,
Yeah. That's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's the best way.
いかがでしたか？では続いてネイティブが使うリアルな英会話フレーズを3つピックアップして解説します。1つ目はこちら。
That they put through the ringer.
Put through the ringer. Put through the ringer. 辛い目に合わせる。このフレーズは知らない人も多いんじゃないでしょうか。ringer はご覧のような洗濯物の水気を絞り取る機械のことで、 put through the ringer は直訳すると人をこの ringer に通らせるという意味になり、つまり極めて辛い経験をさせるという比喩の表現なんです。使い方としては受け身で使われることが多く、例えば He is put through the ringer というと彼は辛い目に遭っているという意味になります。正直よく出てくるフレーズかというとそうではないので必須で覚える必要はないかもしれませんが、さらっと使えるとかっこいいフレーズなのでピックアップさせていただきました。では2つ目はこちら。
I feel like we owe him an apology.
I feel like we owe him an apology.
owe one an apology. owe one an apology. one に謝らなければいけない。これはよく使うフレーズです。owe は借りがあるという意味の動詞なので、誰かに対して謝罪をしなければいけないという借りがあるという意味ですね。この one のところは借りがある相手に当てはめることができます。一番よく言うのは I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology ですね。誰かに対して謝罪をしなければいけないとき使ってみましょう。では最後、3つ目はこちら。
Because they're afraid they'll get too high and get busted.
Because they're afraid they'll get too high and get busted.
Get busted. Get busted. 逮捕される。これはスラング表現ですが品質です。パッと見意味が分かりづらいのでぜひ覚えておきたいです。ちなみに bust は破裂するという意味があり、これがクリップ内のジョークのオチになっていましたね。あのジョークを簡単に解説すると Why don't balloons do drugs? なんで風船はドラッグをやらないのかに対して Because they're afraid they'll get too high and get busted と回答していました。この意味がすぐ分かった方は結構上級者かなと思います。ここでポイントとなるのは get too high と get busted というこの2つのフレーズがキーポイントで get high は高く飛ぶという意味の他にドラッグでハイになるという意味があります。そして get busted は割れるという意味の他に逮捕されるという意味があります。つまり They're afraid they'll get too high and get busted という文章は一見風船は高く飛びすぎて割れるのを怖がりますという意味なんですが、一方で風船はハイになりすぎて逮捕されるのを怖がりますという意味にも取れるわけです。だから風船はドラッグをやらないという意味のジョークなんですね。僕はこのジョーク聞いたことがなかったんですが、結構綺麗なジョークだなと感心してしまいました。はい、本日は学生時代の先生に謝りたいことというインタビューのクリップとともにフレーズを勉強しました。個人的にジョークの解説って結構面白いなと思ったので、ご希望があればジョーク集なんかを集めて解説してみたいなと思います。Alright, so this is it for today. See you next time!